Hello everybody and welcome to my 10th intermediate Excel tutorial, and this tutorial is going to teach you how to use a Vlookup formula. Now, if you haven't heard of a Vlookup formula before, then all it simply does is it's going to look at a list and then return the value that you're looking for in the list. So it's useful when you've got a list like this. You always have to have a table, and you've got a piece of information somewhere else and you want to look up against this list. So this is just a simple shopping list that I've put together. There's no formulas in this bit yet. This bit's just going to work out the cost and then the total. But the idea is you're going to put in the number of the item and the quantity, and then it's going to look up the name of the item for you and the price of the item, and then it will work out all of the cost. So let's get started. If I put in a number first of all, so let's put in 3, and we're going to buy 6 bananas. I think that's about a bunch size. So we're going to try and put the item name in here. So if we start off with equals Vlookup, open bracket, you notice that this has 4 parameters. The first one being lookup value. So that is the value that you want to look up in the table. So we're looking up item number. So we want to put in this cell here. So we're looking up 3, which should go down to number 3. Then that's that parameter done. The next parameter is table array. So with that, we just highlight the table that we're cross-referencing against. Now, what we're going to want to do is just go in here and put the dollar signs around the writing using F4, because otherwise, as you drag your formula down, your table's also going to move down, and then you're going to be looking up against nothing. So that's that parameter done. The next one is column index number. So we're looking for the name, and that is the third column. So this is column 1, 2, 3. So if we put in 3, that means it's going to return the value in column 3. And then range lookup, I always put false. It stands for whether or not your list is in order. But to be honest, I just always put false out of habit, because usually my lists are out of order, and it's not gonna mess you up if it is in order. So there we go. You can see that formula is now bringing through banana. So if we do the same thing again for item price, so equals Vlookup, open bracket, lookup value again is this cell, comma, highlight the table for the next parameter, and F4 so that the dollar signs go around it. This time we're looking at column 2, so put in 2, and then comma and false, close bracket. And there we go, so it's brought through the price as well, and then this formula is just times in the price by the quantity, and then that one's just adding them up. So all we need to do next is just drag this down, and this will mean that when we fill in these, it's gonna look up them appropriately. So let's say we want to buy 10 carrots, we're gonna buy 2 apples, and then that's gonna be it. But what we've got here is there's none applicables, which we don't really want, because they're ruining our formula here. So based off of my last tutorial 9, let's just put in a inspection formula. So equals if, open bracket, is error, and then put this formula in the error, is error formula, comma. So if that value is true and this is an error, then we don't want to put anything in. We just want to put in nothing. And then if the value is false and this hasn't errored, then we want to take this Vlookup formula and we want to put it in again, close bracket. And I've missed out a bracket there. So all I'm going to do is just click yes, and it's going to fill in the bracket for me. Now it's telling me there's an error on that cell with the little green arrow. It's because it's inconsistent. So let's just drag that formula up there, and then drag it down here. And I've ruined my formatting there, so let's just fix that. Alright, let's not fix that. Ooh, let's do it this way. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Make them yellow again. And then we're just going to do the same thing in here. So this is getting quite a big formula now, so just make sure you're keeping up. So equals if, and we've already got the equals, so if is error, open bracket, put that formula all in the is error, comma, value of true, nothing, comma, value of false, we want the formula there, and then close bracket. And I managed to get my brackets right that time. Drag that down, fill that formatting this time, and there we go. So now this is still coming up as hash value, so let's go same in here, so equals if is error, open bracket, comma, nothing, comma, and then we just want the formula again. Drag that up, fill without formatting, drag it down, fill without formatting. And there we have it. So this is our list tidied up a little bit using the inspection is error formula. And as you can see, we can just keep filling that in. Let's buy some pears. I only want one pear. Let's buy a marrow. I'm going to only get one marrow because they're huge and I don't really like them. I'm missing one item, eggs. Oh, we've got to get a dozen eggs, haven't we? So there we go. What you'll notice is if you put in 7, it's not going to find it, and then that's going to throw an error, which is why this is going blank. If it can't find the lookup in that table, then it throws you an error, which can actually be quite useful, as I'll show you in the next tutorial. So if you have any questions about this, just drop them in the comments below. If you're finding my tutorials useful, then please subscribe to catch my future tutorials. And thanks for listening, and I hope to catch you in the next tutorial.